Let me tell you about someone named Ryan. Ryan is not lazy. Ryan is not careless with money. Ryan is doing exactly what the internet tells him to do. 6 months ago, Ryan started driving for delivery apps after work. Not because he wanted extra spending money, but because his paycheck stopped keeping up with prices. Rent went up, groceries went up, gas went up, his salary stayed the same, so Ryan made a plan. He would work about 15 extra hours a week. He would make around $20 an hour. He would add about $1,200 a month to his income. The math looked simple. 15 hours times 4 weeks times $20 an hour, easy money, and at first it felt great. He felt responsible. He felt disciplined. He felt like he was finally doing something about his situation. 6 months later, Ryan checked his numbers. On paper, he had made a little over $6,000. That felt like progress. That felt like proof the hustle was working. Then he did the math he had been avoiding. He had driven over 4,000 extra miles. He had paid more for gas. He had worn down his tires. He had pushed his next car repair closer. When he used the standard mileage cost to count all of that, his car had cost him almost $3,000. Suddenly, his $6,000 did not look so good. Now it looked like $3,000. Then he divided that by the hours he actually worked. And that is when it really hit. His real hourly pay was under $10 an hour, less than minimum wage where he lives, and that was only the visible cost. He did not count the time waiting for orders. He did not count the time driving to busy areas. He did not count the time cleaning his car. He did not count the mental load of always checking the app. He did not count the sleep he lost. He did not count the workouts he skipped. He did not count the dinners he missed with people he cares about. He did not count the worse performance at his main job. He did not count the smaller raise he got this year. He did not count the stress headaches that started showing up every week. On paper, Ryan made $3,000. In real life, he paid much more than that. And Ryan is not unlucky. Ryan is normal. Ryan is the average outcome. This is what I call the side hustle squeeze. It is when you work more hours, feel more tired, and somehow build less wealth. The side hustle economy sells a simple story. Work more, earn more, get ahead, but the real math is not that simple. Most side hustles only show you gross income. They hide the costs, they hide the time, they hide the trade-offs. A lot of people say they make $800 or $1,000 a month on the side. Almost nobody says what they actually keep. Delivery driving is a perfect example. The apps advertise $20 to $25 an hour. But that is before gas, before maintenance, before depreciation, before unpaid waiting time. When you count everything, a lot of drivers end up close to $10 an hour. Some end up even lower. And here is the trick your brain plays on you. You see deposits in your bank account. You feel productive. You feel like you are moving forward. But you do not see your car losing value. You do not see your energy draining. You do not see your future options shrinking. Freelancing can fall into the same trap. $50 an hour sounds amazing until you count the unpaid hours, marketing, emails, revisions, admin work, learning new tools. Turn one paid hour into 3 real hours, and suddenly that 50 becomes closer to 16. Then subtract taxes and it drops even more. Sometimes a side hustle is not a raise. It is a pay cut wearing a motivational poster, but the biggest costs are not even financial. The biggest cost is opportunity. If you spend 15 extra hours a week chasing small money, that is 15 hours you cannot spend building bigger skills. That is 15 hours you cannot spend improving your main career. That is 15 hours you cannot spend recovering and thinking clearly. Small money today can cost you big money tomorrow. People who invest in skills tend to earn more over time. People who invest in rest tend to perform better. People who invest in relationships tend to find better opportunities. All of that requires time and energy. And side hustle exhaustion steals both. Then there is the health cost: sleep loss, stress, burnout, weaker immune systems. These are not motivational problems. These are biological problems. When you are tired, your work quality drops, your decision-making gets worse, your patience gets shorter, your long-term thinking disappears, you become busy but not effective. Then there is the mental cost. Every extra gig adds decisions: when to work, which jobs to take, how to schedule your day, how to fix problems. Your brain has a limit. When it is full, something else gets pushed out. Usually, it is long-term thinking, planning, strategy, the kind of thinking that actually changes your life, so you stay stuck doing short-term work because you are too tired to design a long-term escape. Here is the cruel part: the people who most need leverage are the people most trapped in low-leverage work. When you are stressed about money, you grab whatever pays now, even if it costs you later. The side hustle feels like a solution, but for many people it is part of the trap. Now, not all side hustles are bad. Some build skills, some build systems, some build assets. But there is a big difference. Low leverage work trades time for money, and when you stop, the money stops. High leverage work builds something that keeps working: a product, a skill, a platform, a system. The problem is this: high leverage work needs time, it needs focus, it needs energy, and the side hustle squeeze takes all three. So how do you tell if your side hustle is helping or hurting? First, calculate your real hourly rate. Count every hour, paid and unpaid, then divide your true profit by your total time. If that number is lower than your main jobs, you are moving backwards. Second, audit the invisible costs: your sleep, your health, your relationships, your performance at your main job. If those are declining, you are paying more than you think. Third, run the replacement test. Ask yourself what would happen if you used that time differently: learning, resting, networking, improving your main skill. Would your future income likely be higher? For most people, the answer is yes. Fourth, look for leverage. Ask yourself what you are building. If the answer is only money for hours, you are not building an asset. You are just working a second job. Right now, you might feel proud of how busy you are. Our culture rewards exhaustion. It treats burnout like a badge of honor. But busy is not the same as wealthy, and effort is not the same as progress. You can work more and still go nowhere. The side hustle economy promised freedom. For many people, it delivered a faster treadmill, more movement, same place. Stop measuring your hustle by how tired you are. Start measuring it by what it is actually building. Because the real goal is not to work more. The real goal is to escape work that traps you. If this changed how you see your side hustle, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.